Jersey, welcome to the Star Ledger Newsroom, Tuesday, October 14th. Well, here is a funny story that really sums up how politics in New Jersey works. A South Jersey Republican, this is a guy who had been running for town council in his town of West Deptford down in Gloucester County. He was trying to call Governor John Corzine over and over again to talk about political corruption. He had no luck until he decided to impersonate George Norcross, the South Jersey power broker. Well, the governor's office patched him right through. And about a week or so after their conversation, he got a visit from 2 state troopers to talk about the breach of security. Now, this is really interesting because when Norcross was caught on tape a while back talking about bragging about how much clout he had with New Jersey politicians, Corzine tried to separate himself, saying he's exaggerating their closeness. But I spoke with Michael Krowitz, the Norcross impersonator, a little while ago to talk about what happened.
Wait, I'm going to go back to your phone conversation. Did you expect to get through when you were impersonating Norcross?
I did expect to get through. I would say more. I thought I had more of a chance to get through than if I just said if I was anybody else, because I remember reading a couple years ago about all the secret tapes that they had of Norcross, where he was saying that he has everybody, the governor's in my pocket. These people answer to me because they have to. And I remember reading all that about Norcross a few years ago, and how much, and then I read throughout the past couple years about how much control he has in this state. And I know he controls all the people from Camden County, Wayne Bryant, Joe Roberts, Lou Greenwald. I know he controls all these people.
It's interesting to see that even after those revelations, he still has some clout, that the governor takes his calls.
The governor himself has no backbone at all. He can't stand up to anybody. I never saw a guy worth $500 million who has no backbone that can't stand up to any of these.
You know, I'm willing to give Corzine the benefit of the doubt on this one. Maybe he thought Norcross was just calling him to talk about the ethics reforms that Corzine had unveiled a few weeks earlier. Could be. All right, moving on here. Star Ledger columnist Mark DiIonno is crisscrossing the state in the weeks leading up to the presidential election to talk with very specific groups of voters and residents about very specific aspects of this election. He's going to meet, for example, with groups of small business owners in Somerset County, a group of older women in Sussex County, and he kicked off his tour by meeting with a group of high school students at Newark's Weequahic High School to talk about the candidacy of Barack Obama and what it means for them and their future. I went along with Mark and shot some video. Check it out.
As an intelligent, articulate, young African-American man with designs on college, right?
Yeah.
Does it make it easier for you to circulate in that community out there?
Yeah, I believe people are going to look at me as if I'm intelligent and are going to make it easier for me.
How about the thugs on the street? Are they going to have a little more respect for you because the president's like you?
I'm not going to lie. I am intelligent. I get all A's, and it's going to be. I just feel that in my community, it's going to be easy for me.
So you were a Hillary fan. You were hoping that Hillary would win the nomination. So in that respect, you aligned yourself more with Hillary as a woman than Barack Obama as an African American.
I don't know, because I feel like race doesn't really have much to do with it. You're black, white, doesn't matter. But I feel like Hillary would have been better because she's a woman, and it's a big accomplishment, for a woman.
That was a fascinating talk we had with those kids, and you want to take a look at Mark's full column and as well as the full video. There's more to that video, and both of those will be online at NJ.com. There's going to be more installments of that series, both columns and videos, as the next few weeks go on. Moving on to our next item, the Giants. What happened to the Giants last night? Everyone thought the game against Cleveland was going to be a walk, and it was for Cleveland. Here's Steve Politi and Mike Garofalo, sports writers, giving you the lowdown late last night.
Hello everybody, Steve Politi from the Star Ledger, joined by Mike Garofalo, Giants beat writer. What?
Checking out that sign over there.
Yeah, that's good.
Gonna make me lose my mind.
Yeah, that's just about where we are at this point. At 1 a.m. in Cleveland, the field's all wet, so are the Giants. 4-0, now 4-1, 35-17, turnovers, missed tackles, blown coverages. You make the call. What was wrong with this team tonight?
Last time we were on the field, we were throwing confetti at each other.
That's
at
a
least
good
I was
point.
throwing confetti at you. You can't always throw confetti after games. There has to be a loss. This is just something that, you know, the Browns needed this.
Yeah.
The Browns were primed for this game. They had 2 weeks. They had the bye week. And watch this team now, by the way. This is what they needed. I said I was waiting for the team that was going to end this streak, and they were going to use this to spark their season. This is something they focused on. You know, you're the hunted every week when you're the Giants, you're the Super Bowl champions. It just couldn't last forever.
I thought they could lose. A little disturbing the way they did lose. I mean, this is Eli Manning. You saw flashes of the way he was pre-Super Bowl hero with poor decisions, a couple really bad picks, one return for a touchdown. You know, the dominant running game wasn't there. Everything wasn't there. The pass rush, Derek Anderson barely got hit once the entire night. What was defensively? What was the problem, you think?
I'll make the call.
You'll make the call on this.
It was they weren't physical enough. Tom Coughlin said to the team after the game, we were not physical enough.
All right, let's wrap it up. Taking a look at the comments coming in on the NJ.com news blog. The story about the George Norcross impersonator, Michael Crowitz, is getting quite a few comments, including this one by Mike Clark, who talks about Crowitz's visit from 2 state troopers. He says, since when is a phone call from a New Jersey taxpayer a breach of security? MMS11 says, well, I guess George Norcross's name is still good in Trenton, and he really does have John's ear. All right, that wraps it up for today. Keep in touch. Send us your photos, videos, and emails. Shoot it all to us at ledgerlive@starledger.com. And of course, you can always log on and sound off on the news blogs at NJ.com. All right, Jersey, take it easy.